Don't engage alone. We do this together.
Yeah!
Yeah!
We got it! We got
New 52 booklet.
it! Somebody clip this one.
Welcome to Justice League Rewatch. I'm Jared. I'm here with Nick from the Phoenix Press. What's up, brother?
You know, I'm feeling kind of lost in space.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Danger,
But-
Lex Luthor, danger.
Here's the interesting thing. This episode basically confirms that DCAU Superman killed someone. They say it multiple times. That's the funny part when I was watching this, because spoiler alert, Darkseid returns in this episode.
So can all of the DCAU kills please shut the duck up?
Yeah, about Man of Steel.
Please kindly shut the duck up. Please, for the love of
Well, even beyond that, Bruce Timm even praised Zack Snyder when that happened. He goes, "Oh yeah, they did stuff we wanted to do."
rare Bruce
Kind of
Timm W.
Rare. But anyway, so we're talking about the episode Alive, and this is basically, first off, this is the penultimate episode of Justice League Unlimited. Hard to believe we're there. Just for an update on what's going to happen. So next week we're going to do a live stream where we discuss the World of Cardboard episode. That's next week, Nick. And then we're going to do one more week where we're going to talk about the epilogue of JLU and why some people like to pretend that episode does not exist. So it's another rare Bruce Timm moment. But and then we will start S-Task. So let's get down to it. So
Yeah.
this episode is kind of a supervillain civil war when you think about it, because it's like Grodd's guys versus Luthor's guys, and I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I also like how Lex gets like all of the supervillains on his side. He goes, "Just ask Goldface," and then Goldface starts getting tortured.
Also, it's important to note this episode is a hailstorm.
Yes, it is. So it's getting automatically 10 points. So there you go.
Automatically.
Yeah, so it may get a 20 out of 10. We'll see.
Oh,
But actually, it may get a 25 because it has Superman kills. So Zack Snyder was the blueprint. So, continuing on.
Can we just like preemptively just say the finale is probably going to get 100 out of 10?
Oh, the finale is getting a 200 out of 10 for that World of Cardboard speech and recreate. And it's basically the Zod fight. And I'll explain this later when we get to that episode. But anyway. So Lex turns the headquarters of the Legion of Doom into a rocket ship. So it's literally Darth Vader's helmet just flying through space. and we also see more of Tala, the wizard. So Alex's plan is they're going to find the remnant of Brainiac, what they think is a remnant of Brainiac, and use magic to like transmute it into their imagination and rebuild Brainiac. Doesn't go exactly as they plan. But Nick, so let me get your opening thoughts on this episode.
I thought it was really good. Like you always kind of wonder, like, how does someone like Lex Luthor, who technically doesn't have superpowers, keep things in line? But you know,
Prep time.
He
is Batman.
I mean, essentially, yes. Because if you actually get to the end of the episode, you realize this was his plan all along.
Except it doesn't go his way. But
I mean, even the best laid plans of mice and men often go astray.
Yeah, exactly. And so I also liked a lot of the matchups. Like you even had like Giganta versus Parasite, and Parasite's like training her as it's in that super villain civil war. It's really, really cool. How they did this. Now, all right. So the point of this episode is they bring back Darkseid. And you know what's hilarious? Darkseid literally says multiple times that Superman killed him.
Only the slimmest of chances has allowed me to overcome my death at the hands of Superman. At the hands of Superman. At the hands of Superman. But let the universe howl in despair, for I have returned.
And I love that because it's like, ha ha, Superman kills.
Suck it, shills.
Yeah, exactly. And I love the realization that that's Darkseid and not Brainiac. Everyone's like, oh no. And then
yeah,
Michael
it's really
Ironside.
a big holy crap moment.
And then you have Michael Ironside, and then Darkseid goes to Apocalypse and tells his army,
Ready the Armada. We will use the old ways.
and it essentially sets up the next episode, which is essentially the big bombastic finale. And all in all, as a New Gods fan, I really enjoyed this one, and it's actually one of my favorite episodes. So a little trivia: the episode originally aired in 2006 on Toonami UK. The name of this episode, Alive, and the following, Destroyer, are also names of two best-selling albums by the rock band Kiss, which Bruce Timm is a fan of.
Well, that makes sense, seeing as how Bruce Timm has no taste.
Shots fired. According to
I just pissed off. I just pissed off 5 people. I pissed off 5 total people here.
According to writer Matt Wayne, Darkseid's new look was simply meant to be a Kiss-inspired design, nothing more. Bruce Timm clarified that Darkseid did indeed merge with some of Brainiac's essence, hence the new look. He's essentially Brainy-eyed.
I guess you could say he used the new ways.
Yeah, exactly. The episode is the first and only episode to not feature any dialogue from any members of the Justice League, and they don't appear until the very end. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. It's all the villains.
Yeah, this is kind of like a Zuko alone type of deal. Like, remember when they did that Avatar where it's like Zuko had the entire episode himself and the gang did not even appear?
Was that in season 3?
2.
Okay, good. So I can say I like that episode. All right, good.
Oh my god. Didn't you say that some of your favorite episodes from the entire series were in season 3, though? All right, but we're talking about Justice League here. Let's get back on track.
Yeah, and it was live on stream. But anyway, as Superman villains, this is the first time Lex Luthor and Toyman have interacted with each other. Kind of interesting there. As on the DVD special feature, Dwayne McDuffie suggested that Tala deliberately manipulated her magic to resurrect Darkseid rather than Brainiac as a final screw you to Luthor. That's my headcanon because that is badass. She's like, nope, boosh, Darkseid.
I mean, I could see it. Like, you gotta remember, those visions were her. So, like, she could have very easily modified those visions for Luthor.
Before Luthor reconstitutes Darkseid, he says, meet your new lord and master. The same quote was used in Darkseid's first appearance in Estas, Tool of the Trade. Oh, kind of cool.
Ooh.
And
we'll be hearing that eventually.
Luthor's line, we have a little problem, appear to be a tribute to the identical line in the classic black comedy film Dr. Strangelove.
Ooh.
I actually had to watch that for school once. Upon the Legion reaching their destination, Toyman says, we're here, in a creepy tone identical to the famous scene from the 1982 horror movie Poltergeist, where the girl says they're here.
Oh.
From 1882, in other words, in Nick's time. And
dude.
I had to. In Darkseid's final appearance in Apocalypse, the camera shot in the background is very similar to Darkseid as portrayed on the back of X-Men and Teen Titans #1. So apparently the X-Men have fought Darkseid before.
We honestly, Jared, at some point we need to review that issue for Comics Watch.
That'll be fun. I'm down for that.
It has to be Comics Watch because it's Teen Titans.
Yeah. This episode marks the final appearance in any form of Brainiac and Grodd. That's the other thing. I think we see Grodd die because he gets sucked into space. He's just an ape. What is he going to do? Wow. This episode marks the final appearance of several supervillains who are eliminated as
To
follows.
be fair, it's the second to last episode, so I expect a lot of finals.
Oh my gosh, there's so much death in this episode. Are you ready? Here are all the villains that die in this. Are you ready?
Let's count them down.
Angleman, killed in the mutiny. Blockbuster, frozen and blown up. Bloodsport, blown up. Copperhead, frozen and blown up. Crowbar and Dr. Cyber, killed in the mutiny. Dr. Destiny, electrocutioner, blown up. Fastball, Goldface, Helgramite, and the Key, frozen and blown up. KG Beast, Lady Lunar, Major Disaster, blown up. Merlin, Monocle, Neutron, killed in the mutiny. Parasite, Parasite, Rampage, Shade, frozen and blown up. Silver Banshee, killed in the mutiny. Weather Wizard, frozen and blown up. Man, everyone got blown up.
This episode really blew up, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And then the only
you know who
villains...
did survive?
Who?
Hale.
Yes, they did. So
your queen survived, sir.
Thank you. So the surviving supervillains are Atomic Skull, Bizarro, Cheetah, Evil Star, Giganta, Heatwave, Killer Frost. Yes, she did survive. Yes, thank God. Lex Luthor, Sinestro, Star Sapphire, Toyman, and Volcana. Wow, that was quite a supervillain genocide. And what's kind of interesting, so the fact that 6 of the members of the surviving Legion present are also the original Legion from the show Super Friends is a tribute to the show. You should have Bizarro, Cheetah, Giganta, Sinestro, Toyman, and Luthor. The other originals could not be used for the following reasons. Black Manta was unavailable due to the Aquaman embargo, and Devil Ray was killed. Brainiac is merged with Darkseid. Captain Cold is incarcerated. Riddler and Scarecrow are unavailable due to the Bat embargo, and Solomon Grundy is dead.
Wait, so there's an Aquaman embargo during this time?
Yeah, there was. That's why because remember in the episode with the Viking Prince story where you have that Black Manta character, but he's called Devil Ray. The reason why they called him Devil Ray is because they couldn't use the term Black Manta.
What were they doing around this time to cause an Aquaman?
I believe it was the Aquaman pilot episode, or it was Smallville.
The one with Justin Hartley.
Yeah, and then it was also Smallville, I think. I don't know exactly why. I'll look it up as I edit this.
It's weird because they're allowed to use Aquaman, but not Aquaman's characters. Wasn't Aquaman even in that episode with the Viking ship?
I think so.
That's weird.
Maybe.
You don't. I'm sorry. I'm just weird.
Well, it's weird. No one ever said what Warner Brothers does makes sense. So there is that. And
I mean, yeah, they did cancel the Snyderverse, so
which soon will be revived. But all in all, pretty dope episode. I like the Brainiac Darkseid thing, and I look forward to talking about the World of Cardboard speech. So, Nick, how do you rate this episode out of 10?
I rate it 8 magical heel turns out of 10.
But in terms of how I rate this, 20 out of 10 because it features two Jennifer Hale cameos, and then combined, actually 25. It's got Darkseid being a badass, so 25 out of 10.
No, we got a double hailstorm. That's more.
No, a 5 for one hailstorm, 5 for another, so that's 10, and then 5 more for Darkseid being a badass. So 25.
All right. Well,
here we go. But again, so the way we're going to do this is we're going to do a live stream next week, which will be Tuesday at about 5 p.m., I would say, or I'll coordinate a time, but where we'll talk about the finale episode of Justice League Unlimited. And then the week after that, we'll do the episode epilogue, which I'm not excited for that. And then we're going to start Superman the Animated Series. So remember, Lois Lane is Lois Lane. She belongs to General Zod. Zoe is the Max about